What if I told you to be a really good person, truly a compassionate person, you have to also be a little bit selfish? Well, today's lesson is the art and science of self-care. And that's what I'm going to propose. And you know how I love these charts, so I'm going to share with you a little visual here. And this chart is one that has to do with our axes, right? We have on this axis here, we have the martyr, the person who cares only about others. They actually kill themselves trying to please others. Over here, we have the a-hole, the inconsiderate, selfish person. They only care about themselves. Now, neither of those are healthy. Neither of those are optimal. As usually, the balance is in the middle. It's finding that balance right here in the middle. It's not a straight line. It's not perfect. It's called the win-win. And that's when you care about yourself and you care about others. It's not this or that. It's this and that. But I'm going to propose that caring about yourself is primary. Here's why. Let me share with you the definition out of the dictionary of a martyr. And we all know that the martyrs originally suffered religious persecution. But you look down here at the bottom, it's somebody who constantly undergoes severe or constant suffering, or a person who seeks sympathy or attention by feigning or exaggerating pain or deprivation. Now, I'm not saying that you're doing that, but we've all heard the phrase that if you are going to, you're in the plane and there's a loss of cabin pressure and you're sitting next to a child or somebody who needs your help, who's the first person you have to help? You help yourself. Because the reality is if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be around to take care of anyone else. One of my favorite mentors, his name was Jim Rohn. He used to say, you can't sell from an empty wagon. You can't give what you don't have. So you really do need to take care of yourself primarily. Then secondarily, you're going to be more sufficient, more capable of helping others. And also there's a spiritual law that goes around with this. And Deepak Chopra, another one of my mentors, he wrote in the book, The 7 Laws of Spiritual Success. One of those laws is the law of giving and receiving. Now I'm going to flip it because I want to say that receiving comes first, because it's the law of receiving. Just like you breathe in, you receive, you exhale, and you give. We have this exchange that's happening with the universe, with plants around us. We breathe in their oxygen, we exhale their CO2. It's a win-win scenario, and that's really what's optimal. But I think a lot of people, they get stuck in this place of trying to prove themselves or being worthy, and they end up being giving until it hurts, giving until they can't be there for anyone else. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, and then I'm going to give you an assignment. The first question is, and this is from Abraham Lincoln, he said, never do for those you love what they could and should do for themselves. So my first question is, where are you being a martyr? Think about it. Are you being a martyr? Are you doing things for other people instead of for yourself? And if so, what is the secondary gain? What are you getting out of it? And also, what's it costing them to kind of enable them instead of empower them to enable them? Here's another important question. Where am I in need of self-love? Where am I in need of self-care? And here's the assignment. The assignment this week is I want you to make a list of at least 10 things that you absolutely love to do. Simple things that make you happy, that fill your cup, that give you joy. And make a list of those things and then try to intentionally do those. So you're going to have two assignments for today. Number one is make a list of those 10 things you love to do. And then on the app, on the Trilogy game, under the Healthy Mind, you're going to find a little icon that says things I love to do. And I want you to try to intentionally get 2 or 3 of those things every day that you're giving and you're doing for yourself. Second action is celebrate those around you. Love them, like them, make them smile. In the app, we're going to talk about commenting specifically. So in real life, do it in real life. But in the app, I want you to get on there intentionally, not only post what's going on for you and your wins and your successes, but go on there and like, love, comment on other people's. And we're going to give the weekly rewards. One of those rewards is going to be who takes the most consistent action. And the other is who is the most consistent at celebrating and high-fiving other people. So don't forget the law of receiving and giving. And this is the day focusing on self-care. And we'll talk to you in a few more days. Hope you're doing great. Enjoy the challenge.